Oh hey, I didn't see you come in. My name's Paynus Greabler, otherwise known as your boy PP. I am one of the premier YouTubers for the game Universal Fighting System. I got it all. I got the best fluorescent lighting, I got the best video setup, I got the best audio, and I thought now would be a better time than ever to offer my expertise to all of the hungry new players coming into our game in anticipation of the My Hero Academia release. So today we're going to be looking at a friendly deck, good for new players, fun to play, really fast. Celinka, budget Celinka. At least I think it's Celinka. It might be Celinka, Kalinka, we don't know. This character is really appealing for a lot of different reasons. It's a fast deck, it's easy to play, and there's a billion ways to build it. And it's a cute little anime girl. It's a cute little anime girl for the character. Who wouldn't like that? Yeah, so like if you're a full-blown weeb or if you just like anime a little bit, you should probably go play Y Schwarz instead, because you're not appreciated here. I'm just kidding. We got Yu Yu Hakusho. We're gonna get My Hero Academia. We got all the anime. It's all good, brother. Come on in. Let's build some decks. So let's take a look at our characters. I like to start out with Celinka 1 personally. I like to drop down a foundation, especially if I'm going second. It lets me have some pretty explosive turn 1s that way. That means I don't necessarily have to dedicate too much of my deck to milling myself to get value out of my character. The form's pretty good too, even if it's on turn 1 or 2, because I play Fatality in this deck, as you'll see. Also, as you'll see, I only play one attack that has gauge. That's why I play 4 copies of the 2-dot, because I'm probably going to have to play them as a form pretty often. I also like to have more variety, so I got 2 of the chibis and 2 of the non-chibis. You know, even though it's a budget deck, you really shouldn't skimp out on styling on your opponent. So we got to run in just it's only $30 to get 2 copies of this one. And these ones are only $1 each, and this card for the not chibi version, that's only $1. So we're only $33 deep into our budget deck, so we're doing good so far. It's only characters. Next up, onto attacks. All right, let's take a good look at some sweet attacks for our budget deck. Okay, Moon Ritual Dance. This is kind of the card that makes Celinka what she is. It lets you have explosive turn 1s going second and even more explosive turn 2s. If you're on the draw, all you got to do is review a 0 or 1 difficulty foundation, and you get to play this. And as long as you don't check another one, so presumably there's only 3 other ones in your deck, as long as you don't check a 2, you pass this and you build 1 for free, and your opponent might not even block this, and it's got gauge too, so it's free gauge, free character stacking. It can do a whole lot for you on the early game, and in the late game you can even pick up attacks with this baby and dump momentum into it too to get more damage. And it's only $18 on Rochester CCG, only $72 for a playset. Pretty cheap, yeah, pretty cheap. On to the next. You can't really budget for greatness, so I include 4 copies of Fatality into my budget Celinka, and it enables you to use the form early on. It enables you to do a bunch of stuff on turn 1, so turn 1 going second, play this bad boy, and you get to drop a foundation down with your character enhance, build, and probably attack even more, maybe follow that up with a Moon Dance Ritual. And I play this other card called Let's Cut Loose, as we're going to take a look at that later when we go over the actions. Fatality allows you to safely play Let's Cut Loose on turn 1, even if you go first. It's still safe to play this. You aren't going to fail your turn from failing to check an attack card just so you can enhance on this bad boy and draw a couple cards to your hand, provided you do have to have 1 foundation in your discard to get value out of this. So that's easy to do if you're on the draw because you can review a foundation. If you're playing first, you're going to check a card for your fatality and you'll check a card for this. So there's 2 shots of you putting a foundation into your discard. Not to mention the synergy we're going to see this card has with the next card on the list. So for fatality, that's only $54 each on Rochester. That's only $216 for a set. Yeah, so get yourself some of these bad boys. Next up, we got a playset of Nutcrackers with a K. Crazy turn 1 potential. Just a crazy good attack all around. You can't budget for greatness, people, so we're going to include 4 of it in our budget deck. And on Rochester CCG, that only runs you for $66 each. That's only $264 for a playset of these. So, yeah, another good addition to our deck here. Let's see what we got next. A playset of Spirit Shotguns. Scales good anytime in the game. Has a lot of synergy with Celinka 2 because it's not a throw, but it's still pretty much guaranteed to deal damage, and it looks pretty. It does a lot of damage. You're dropping down foundations all day with your character, so playing this at the end of a turn is usually pretty easy. Put the fear of God into your opponent. Make them be afraid to even think about blocking those Nutcrackers and moon ritual dances. And this bad boy on Rochester CCG, this bad boy only runs you for $33 each. That's $132 for the set. So yeah, we're gonna definitely throw these in there. That one's a good one too. Gonna see what we got next. A playset of Spirit Guns. Now, this card is really good. Free foundation destruction, which in this game it's pretty prominent right now. This is a really free, really good card, and you can even do some nasty things to your opponent because we're Celinka. We get to say if we go second, not that we want to go second, but when we do, we might say, oh, open with fatality, drop a foundation down our character, fatality goes to momentum. Then we have our character ready and a foundation ready to play this and not have to worry about failing it unless we check a 2, of course. But we don't try to think about those things. We don't think about that. So great addition to the deck. Rochester CCG, the low price of $6 each. That's only $24 for a set. So definitely put this one in here. Definitely put it in there. Last up for our attack lineup, we're going to play 3 Dark Chiritos. We're going to play 3 of these bad boys because in a lot of situations that normally are really hard for us to deal with, for example, Kuwabara, we get this bad boy out there and we don't have to care about that anymore. And it's got multiple too, so if we got a couple momentum later on, then this just finishes them. That does the job. For the low price of $22 each, you can get these babies for yourself. So that's $66 more on our tab. All Might himself, Power Creep, Cash Grab Incarnate, Passing the Torch, Eat Commit, Draw 1. Sense of Morals. This probably the best single foundation in the whole game, and it's a free build, which is really important for us since we got a few 2-checks in our deck. For Movie Star. So did I mention that drawing is really good in this game? So if we play a breaker attack and we have 8 in total in the deck, Spirit Shotgun and Nutcracker, and we like to play those attacks generally early and often. So this is like free draw and free 2 damage, really good. Wishing Ward 4 of, because momentum control is pretty important right now. There's a lot of decks that use it. Not to mention it's just it's a spam, it's 0 difficulty, it mills us for when we have our 2 dot out and we need to remove attacks from our discard pile. That's great. So for that, easy. 3 copies of Burning with Revenge, because it has a lot of synergy with Nutcracker, which we have 4 of in our deck. You just put this into your pool and then you just drop it down, committed. And when you do actually play it as a form, it's a pretty good foundation to have. It's good anti-stun, great card, great 3 of. 3 Pursuing a Vendetta. It's spam, easy to include. A lot of foundation destruction going around in this format right now, easy 3 of. 3 copies of Folktale Storyteller. Mills us, it drops down. It's great. It's a great card to pick up with Let's Cut Loose. Free build on our kill turns. Excellent block to pick up with Let's Cut Loose on our opponent's turn. Most Trusted Assassin. It's a great little 2-of. The first form to peek at your opponent's hand and see what you can expect when you attack them. No surprises. Our last foundation, and it's a 1-of. It's really useful. It mills us out for when we have Celinka 2 and we need to power up her enhance. And it messes with our opponents. We've only got one action in our deck, and that's Let's Cut Loose. It's pretty good. It enables you to do some crazy stuff on turn 1. So we got our deck put together. Yeah, now what we have here is a beautiful, solid killing machine. A lot of fun and interactions in this deck. Yeah, I say we give it a spin. Do some sample hands. All right. I'll play first. Since this is a budget deck, if the judge sees that you have a 2-card back, you just gotta explain to him how you're poor and you can't afford sleeves. I mean, if you're running a deck that's only just shy of $1,000, you probably tight on cash and you can't afford sleeves. So he'll understand. So yeah, just shy of $1,000 deck. Pretty budget. Yeah, so like Shane's the master of shuffling with sleeves on, but I'm the master of shuffling without sleeves. I am the master of bareback. So Shane, if you ever want to go one-on-one bareback with me, buddy, I'm ready for you. I get one more there. Okay. Well, I wonder what we're drawing. All right, this is a really good opening hand. It's got a lot of spam. We'll play around 2 checks, I suppose. Since we can with this hand, we'll start here. We'll build that first. Then we'll build that. Then we'll build that. And we'll save these for next turn, I guess. So let's check for these. 2, 2. Oh, check the 2. 2, and now 3. Okay, got them all. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of glare. Okay, I think I just fixed my glare problem. We'll see how that goes. So, yeah, try to get some proper sample hands up in this. Give it a little riffle. Again. Right there. Alright, draw our 6. 6. Let's check them out. You know what? I didn't decide if we're going first, but let's assume we are. This is not a very good hand. It's only got 1 character and 1 foundation, so we're gonna put that to the bottom. And this hand has the best card in the game, so we're gonna go with this hand here. Nice hand. So Sense of Morals, free build, best card in the game, and then it depends how greedy we want to be with our 2 checks. So yeah, we gotta shuffle again. That's how mulligans work now. To the bottom and then shuffle. Gotta riffle our deck a little bit more here. It's okay, it's just a budget deck. It's not worth too much. So we'll build Sense of Morals. Build Passing the Torch. How greedy are we gonna be? We got 4 2 checks left in the deck. We'll not be greedy. We'll build a 0. That one on a 4, Burning with Revenge, and then Burning with Revenge on a 5. Okay, they all pass, so if you're a 6-hander and you can build 5 on your first turn going first, you pretty much win. Pretty much. That's why you always play cards like Sense of Morals over the top. Cards that are just super free to build. So yeah, let's rip some orange. There we go. Wow. Wow game. Pass our turn with nothing but 1 foundation ready, but we got a lot of breaker in our hand, so... And we got a... yeah. And we blew up 2 of their foundations, which is really good. Pretty dumb, so I'd say this... that was a successful game we probably had there.